Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're out here turning. You can vaguely see at Dreamworld on the Gold Coast for what it is, all honesty, my third time filming an update video here for Dreamworld since getting back from Japan. Also, from the looks of how many people lined up, we're also technically rope dropping, which is awesome. But while I walk across the road and try not to get run over, try to explain the whole 3 times thing. So the first time I came out and filmed this, there was some issues with my card because I went on to film them at Movie World and the card got corrupted or something like that. So I'm not sure why, how come, but that happened, which is annoying. So I lost both Dreamworld and Movie World's footage. Then I was like, that's so cool. I came back out, I filmed them both. Aspects of the files, like different clips, were like corrupted, so I couldn't use them. But look, that's fine. I can still kind of edit something around what I had for Dreamworld and do that. But when I went to export it, it just would not. It didn't want to. I'm not sure why or how come. So that's what brings us to today. We're back out here for the 3rd time, so we can hopefully get this done, guys. But there is a big long queue for some reason, so I'm gonna touch base once we get inside. But till then, wish me luck, guys. Okay, folks, that took what felt like longer than it should have, but we're inside. I'm gonna skip going down towards Steel Taipan for today, and let's make a beeline towards the King Claw and see what's going on with that. Last time we're out, it was largely put together. They still had to do a lot of the external stuff, but the ride vehicle was there and the tower was put in. Let's go see what it's looking like at the moment, and we'll go from there. So just as we're coming up, we can see them on the roof finishing off some of the queue line. The ride vehicle is there still. Okay, so it is saying that the this pathway is blocked, but we're gonna get up close as we can, and I'll show you guys what I can see, and we're even see if we get on one of the chairs and like look over the railing. But currently is what we're dealing with. Looks like I said it's largely put together, but they're just finishing off some of the queue line. So we can get closer. Let's see what this queue line's looking like over the fence. So yeah, like I said, we've still got a lot of groundwork and stuff for the theming, but the footpath is coming together. The queue line's there, but like, oh, this is so cool, guys, isn't it? This is amazing. Okay, I don't want to be creepy and film these guys for too long, so let's go around the other side, see if we can see something different, okay? So we're going to head into Kenny and Belinda's Dreamland. Let's see if we can keep up our luck and dart around these little figurines. The ground's not wet yet, so I'm hoping they're not switched on. Okay, we're around. We weren't hit, but they also haven't sprayed, so I do believe they're not on yet. Oh, however, we're going to try to go a little closer. No, we're not. We're going to actually zoom. We can see there's some damage to the arm of this wombat character. Just there. So I'm not sure if that's for his son or a guest or something, but that's not good to see, unfortunately. Especially because they haven't really been in for this long. Actually, they're also looking a little worse for wear. In a sense of like dirty and everything too, which is sad. But let's keep moving around and let's see what else is going on, guys. As we went past, we can see that Kenny's Forest Flyers is down for refurbishment, because we have got all this sort of like I was going to say scrim around the photo thing, but I meant to actually point out the like scissor lift, like crane, the thing in there that they're doing work on. I think let's keep moving around. Let's see what else we can see. I know there's was some closures, but I think some of them have ended. Let me just quickly check what's still active and I'll tell you guys about those. Okay, just as we're moving around, we can see some scrim up here, and also according to my list of things that were supposedly meant to down, the carousel I think is still down. it was due to be back up and running 2 days ago, but I also know when I came out here last that it was due to go down the 4th, but it was still working the 4th. We had the same sort of thing with Shockwave just outside here, but I did see it testing, so it looks like that's back up and running now too. But besides that, I think the only other major one we've got here, and we'll go around and look at it, is the Gold Coaster. But let's get around there, guys, and I'll tell you a bit more. Okay, before we head around and have a better look at the Gold Coaster area, let's check out what's going on here with King Claw. Like I said, we can see them still out there doing their thing. Looks like there's a lot of like groundwork that's still got to be done, because obviously either machinery or just how it's worked, a lot of the ground has been torn up around here. Is that gonna hold my weight? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we look over the fence a bit better. So they're definitely coming along, but at the moment, last I saw, we're still sticking at a 2025 opening. So we've only got a couple of months of 2025 left. One can only assume that this is going to have to be probably around that sort of Christmas break. So my guess is like an October, November sort of opening, but that is honestly just a guess. I came around here because we have actually got the plaque up the top for the King Claw. Let's see if I can zoom in on that for you guys while we're looking up in towards the sun, which is hurting unfortunately, because that is so cool. I definitely said this was going to tower over the park, and I definitely think it's going to. This is going to be epic once it's up and running, because this is going to have a massive impact on the park, hopefully. But saying that, let's head around and check out the Gold Coaster, guys. Okay, guys, just we're coming down here, we can see a sign that says back soon. Smoking. Okay, so the smoking area. They've moved the smoking area down towards Steel Taipan. But according to the thing I've seen, this area, well, and also the Gold Coaster, is closed until the 13th of September. Not sure what they're doing. I'm not sure if this is just a basic refurbishment, or is the Gold Coaster changing its theme again? Because I think currently the Gold Coaster is its third theme. We had the Cyclone when it first opened. Then for a period it switched over to like a Hot Wheels sort of theme thing. And now it's the Gold Coaster. The other thing is, are we adding a new land to here? Because we've kind of got this whole unused area here that's usually only used for a couple of things. But behind that, next to the arcade, we have got the massive building which was used for like the horror mazes for a period, then got turned into laser tag, both Alien vs Zombie vs You version, as well as like a slaughterhouse horror sort of maze. After the horror maze itself failed, they left the theming there for laser tag through again. We've also got this whole side here which is used for a couple of things, but nothing much, as well as this eatery which is rarely open outside of busy periods. We've also got a little bit of land just there going towards the water park, which we've seen used in the past for Flow Rider, as well as the Winterfest slide. Not to mention, we know from when they had the circus as well as the like monster trucks here, that kind of diagonally down that way. So if you guys can just see the bumps over the like top of the fence there for where I'm referring to, like the horror laser tag area. But between that, going backwards, we've also got a sizable hunk of land which was used for the circus as well as the monster truck stuff. So I think if they really want to go to that level and like land clear a bit, there is potential for a whole new land here, and for this land to be used much better than what it's currently being used for. However, at the moment, this is all just basic speculation. I think let's head back into Kenny and Belinda's Dreamland, and we'll make our way onto Tiger Island and the rest of the park, guys, okay? Just give you guys context, that's the building I was telling you guys about. Like the former horror maze, the Alien vs Predator vs You, the horror laser tag. But saying that, we can see some movement back there, so let's get closer and see if we can see what's going on behind that fence. Okay, guys? So it looks like we're a little lucky that one of the wooden panels has fallen off. So this is what we're looking at behind here. So on this side goes into that whole open area that we know about, that they use for like different festivals. But we've also got a bit of construction stuff. So, and there's, oh, that's more interesting. So I can zoom in for you guys. There is a sign on the door which was the exit to when it was laser tag. Let's see if we can make out what that's actually saying. No entry. I really can't make out too clearly what the bottom part is saying. Hopefully when I go to editing it, I can pause it and look a bit easier, but that's what we're looking at the moment. I'm sorry, I can't make out what it says. So that's what's going on behind that fence. It's not 100% saying anything, but it could be. It's definitely alluding to that area being used more for something. But I think for the moment, let's head on to Tiger Island and we'll take it from there, guys, okay? Okay, folks, let's head on to Tiger Island. See what they got going on in here for the moment. However, we'll give a slight pro tip as we keep moving in. If you are coming here with small children, maybe like rope dropping is a good idea, because in this whole Kenny and Belinda's area, there's so many of the attractions that either have got no wait or just get to the point like the cast members are actually sitting around kind of wanting to do something, but there's no people here, which, hey, a little annoying for them, but for you guys, if you're out here wanting to do some stuff, it's a win. I'm not trying to annoy you guys, I'm just looking to see if we have got a tiger here in like these sort of areas with like the outside thing. Oh, let's go this way, it's people's. So, yeah, that's where we are. I can't see any, so I think I'm actually gonna head up proper onto the island and we'll take it from there, guys. So we're coming onto the island. We can see just the back here, there is at least one of the tigers wandering around, but there was no one here, guys. Besides hearing some land clearing or like yard work going on, because it sounds a bit like a chainsaw. This place is so quiet and peaceful at the moment. Also looks like they've added a big ball for enrichment and stuff like that. Oh, I almost forgot, because like I said, I've done it so many times I keep forgetting. But I did notice when we're out here that, see there's railings here? So this is in case any of the tigers or something slips down there. It looks like there is a pathway. However, if you guys can see in the shadows, there's like white pole, like poles with white caps on it. They do have like an electrified wire between them. So that is what is stopping the tigers from actually getting to where the people are standing. But there is just up there, if you guys can see a bit clearer now. Obviously just staring out at people and stuff that are outside the windows. I guess in their own way, they're probably doing exactly what we're doing looking at them. But I'm going to keep moving, but I thought I'd show you guys this and let you see and know what I've come across. If you can just ignore the sounds of them doing some sort of work as I wander down here, starting to make our way out of Tiger Island and into Rivertown. I think that's, yeah, Rivertown. Just wasn't 100% sure on the name for a second. However, I'm going to be curious to find out what is the wait times going to be like here in Rivertown, mostly on the Jungle Rush ride, just because it being the main new attraction and the thing that you'd have to assume that majority of guests would rush to jump on. Like if you're going to rope drop the park, why wouldn't you rush to the main attraction? But let's keep moving around and we'll see what its wait time is and we'll take it from there. Still not 100% sure if I want to jump on it or not, but we'll play by ear. Okay guys, we're going to keep moving around. Jungle Rush is actually closed at the moment. So I'm not sure if it's just they're having some sort of issues and they're opening later, or they just open later. That's very likely that could be the case. The other thing, while I'm walking down here towards the Australian animals, I will point out to you guys, if you are coming out to especially Dreamworld, but any of the parks, check their opening hours, because I honestly thought I knew them, but when I walked up here at just after 10 with the knowledge that I thought they opened at 10, turns out the park opens at 10:30, but also I didn't realise the park shuts at 4 o'clock most weekdays. Weekends I think it goes to like 5, but yeah, that's just something to keep an eye on. Now we're down here at this train station with almost like semi-put in permanent fences. I will point out, oh actually, I was gonna say about the train, because this about here was where the track was all ripped up and it's went onto concrete, but they've put in new track. It ends just down there, but they've put in new track. So okay, that is interesting. I say that is interesting because when we get down here to this board, as I've been pointing out to you guys for a bit of time, the sign has been updated to show Rivertown and Jungle Rush in that whole new section. As we can see, Jungle Rush, the cars, stuff like that, you are here, but the train track shows that it went all the way around. It looks like they are now officially going back to actually try and put the train track everywhere. We'll have to keep an eye on that as we walk around and see if we can see more construction on it around. And we'll have to keep an eye on when these fences go from permanent fences, as we see here, and like I was saying down there where you entered, back to using like this drop boom or something like that. But that is interesting. Let's keep going around and we'll see what's going on with this native Australian animals, and if anything's going on with this shearing shed just up here as well, guys. We're a little bit further down the path, and another good sign we're seeing, besides just up here, there's some scrim, which I'll show you guys when we get closer. But we've actually got like an earth moving stuff out here. I'm not sure if this is for the train tracks or something else, but looks like we are definitely getting some work done on this whole area too. This is honestly awesome. I love to see this. This is what the park needs. My guess is they're probably just trying to get the park ready for around the Christmas holidays, school holidays, for general, the busyness of the park would increase around that time period. But also if they've got King Claw opening around then, which is what we're assuming, here, more scrim like I said, it makes sense to try to get the park back up and all good to go. But like, this is awesome, guys. I love seeing that they're actually doing something with this area for once. We're gonna keep moving up and let's see if we can see what else is going on. We've got like a nice little viewing area here into the cassowaries. We're gonna have to find out what they're doing when we actually get into the main section over here, because the last couple of times I've come out, there's been a lot of different things going on, and obviously they've been in the tapes that I've lost, including them working on the roof of the Aboriginal education area. It was still closed last time I was out. We'll check that now. It looks like they were removing the solar. They may be replacing it. They may be trying to open that up. Oh, okay. And I was gonna say, the other thing we've seen is this had fencing put up, but since I was last here, they've not just had the fencing put up, they've taken a part of it out, and we'll look when we go down there to have clear panels. They've also cleared a lot of this land, and looks like we've got an extra couple of trees coming in. So I wonder if we're getting a different animal for here. Like, are we going to say like a Tasmanian devil looking at the heights and all the stuff? But they've got it around the other side. I don't know. This is really cool to see. This is awesome. Like I said, we always love when we see they're actually putting money and time into the parks, but this area is still in the middle of really being refurbished into something. I feel like that's a new fence, but I could be wrong there. So we can see the Aboriginal area thing is still closed, but this board feels new, like the whole tips and tricks of what to do and not to do. But let's head into here through these double gates. Just as we come in, it feels like this area here is also been done up, like they've just either changed the mulch or they've moved the railings out a bit. Some more of these tips and tricks signs. Also seems like we've got a much clearer walkway here. Like this was kind of had debris and stuff on it. So yeah, this is awesome. Still can't see any kangaroos. That's been one of the biggest issues I've found with this area in the last couple of months, is it feels like there isn't just the animals that normally were here. But it's all cool. We'll keep going around and see what else we can see and do and stuff. Well, there's some. That's cool. Let's go look at those. And then we'll head into the area with the like birds and stuff like that and see how that's all going. But we'll check out these cute little kangaroos just chilling in the sun in one of the exclusion areas. They are adorable, aren't they? There's one behind the tree here. Oh, is that one chilling there? I didn't see that one. So cool. Okay, I think let's head in to this area and see what's going on. So, can't get down to like this bird cages down here at the moment. There's a little sign blocking it. But again, we can also see there's a lot of like debris and stuff clearing here. So maybe we will be able to get back to there in a little bit. Let's see if we can see any of the Tasmanian devils that are in here. Because unfortunately last time I was out, I actually had some really good luck. The unfortunate part is the footage didn't work. And I was able to see, I think it was actually 2. Oh, there's one, just in the nest box. Let me see if I can zoom in. They're barely awake, so I don't really want to disturb them too much, but they are so cute. They are adorable, aren't they? Okay, I'm going to keep moving so I don't disturb it, but they are beautiful little things. Keep making our way up this ramp. I will point out to you guys, we have got a brand new like koala area just off here to the side as well. So, yeah, that is really cool. Oh, actually, and there's a massive not frill, I was going to say frill neck lizard, but that's just water thing. Problem is, I'm freaking it out walking up the thing, and the problem is there's not really many places it can go. So I'm trying just to hug the wall there, so it can get behind me. We're going to keep going around. See if we can see the tree kangaroo, because last time I was out I couldn't. It doesn't look like it's out and about unless it's in some sort of nesting box and I'm not seeing it. But yeah, I think let's head into the Twilight Trail, so the darker section, and also where we're going to be quiet, and let's see what we can see, guys. We're going to keep moving through because I can't see anything, but I do want to point out to you guys it looks like all the animals on this side, like little displays, are now gone. And if I'm not mistaken, last time I noticed, yep, so around this corner where we had a massive like display, I think it was some frogs or snakes, it's also all closed off. So let's keep moving around so we can get out of this dark section and keep moving around the park, guys. Okay, guys, so we're finishing there. I'm gonna keep making my way around. I'm hoping I can go all the way through, because last time I was out here they did have like near the dingoes closed off, so fingers crossed it's not like that again and we can keep moving around. But I think, oh, there's people queued up to look at stuff. Let's see what this is, guys, and then we'll take it from there, I think. Oh, there's a feeding going on.
Don't eat it now. What? Here you go. Come on. Alright, let's move on. Hi. Come on. Let's go to the bird feed. Got this guy.
Okay guys, I'm not sure how much of that I actually put in there for you, but that was really cool to see that filming going on. I have no idea what that's for. If someone stumbles across what that's for or recognizes anyone that was in to do with that, please let me know. I'll be curious to find out. But we're now going to start keep moving around the park. We've come down to here and we can see we've got one of our emu friends really close to the gate. But we're going to lean around the gate here for a second and we can see the whole new enclosure that they're building for the eagle is looking amazing. Like with the viewing thing, but that's all currently behind the scrim, so we really can't get too close to it. I've noticed the last couple times I've come out here, there's nobody showing up well. The emus are getting really confident coming right up to this like fence, which is concerning because like there is nothing stopping us from literally being centimeters from each other. But it's so cool. I'm gonna keep moving around and let's see what else we can see, guys. It appears that this area is reopened, so let's see what has changed in this sort of area. The roof already seems shinier and newer, so does actually this like color bond here, like the metal is what I'm kind of referring to. But let's head in here. I'll keep it rolling for you guys just to get our first reactions. Okay, so doesn't appear a lot. It feels like they've just cleaned it up a little bit. But it's the viewing area. We got one of our little dingoes just here chilling. It's breathing, but it's still really cool. I'm guessing because there's the fan that it's realized that's probably one of the coolest and nicest spots to lay, especially with the slats getting like the whole breeze from underneath as well. Oh, I totally forgot. Missed. There was one here and another one just on the bed over there. So we've got like 3 of them. My guess is they probably haven't woken up or wanting to move for the day yet because there's no real need to. But that is so cute. However, besides that, it looks like this area has just been cleaned up a little bit. Nothing really has changed too much. I think let's keep moving around. And we'll head down here near the giant drop and see what's going on with that area, guys. Okay, folks. So let's head into this area where the old log ride used to be. And for some reason they've still got to sign up for, or they've either still got it up or they've put it up in preparation for Halloween, but the exit to a trick-or-treat trail location. But we're coming up this way because honestly we almost always do, but we want to have another look at this back section where I think they're going to put in the hotel. It may not be a hotel that we've been seeing them build, because a couple of weeks ago it was announced that Big Brother Australia is coming back and the Big Brother house itself is coming back to Dreamworld, back like we used to have. So that used to be back over here because in between seasons you could actually walk out and see it, which is really cool to do. I did it a couple of times. That old house did burn down like a year or 2 back, I think it was. But yeah, I think logically back over here is probably where it's going to be again, because why put it somewhere else if that already kind of works to have that exclusion of sound from the park and everything, if you want to have it here. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out. I feel like we're not going to see much in the way of construction, but maybe something to do with like roads and stuff here to get out to it for production. But yeah, that is so cool. But I think let's keep moving around. Let's get back to the front of the park and we'll take it from there, guys. I think made back up to the front of the park, and as we go past we can see there's some scrim just out here near the main eatery. I've been noticing the last couple of times, like I said, I've been coming out here to do these updates, that they are look like they're trying to bring this sort of eatery back up to another level. Like this whole concrete used to actually be like a wooden deck before they ripped that out. Whole new sort of entrance. Like it looks nice, but I think it's just trying to make it a bit more user friendly. I think we've reached that point. Let's head into the Emporium I'll show you guys how that's looking now with all the refurbishments they've done, and then we may have to start moving, I think. So let's head into the Emporium, and first off, noticing like the whole register gone. I was trying to point out, I think before to you guys, that it feels like it's a lot more open and a lot less stuff, but better laid out. So it definitely gets a better view of everything. We've also got a nice display now here for all the shirts, instead of being kind of spread in a lot of different sections. It's also got a very seamless sort of entrance into the surf shop that we didn't have before, which is honestly kind of nice to see, I think. Oh, they've also got a special on here. If you spend $60, you get 50% off this Wipeout towel. I'm not sure if this is a surf brand or old merchandise to the old attraction that was here, Wipeout. So either way, still kind of cool. But yeah, so instead of having the massive register there, we've got like a little register here in the center, accessible on both sides, and also they've busted down the wall. Oh, they've now blocked it. It used to be able to walk there when they first opened it, but now we've also got the camera section kind of all busted out to join those up, as well as the bonus register I believe they've kept just back here that we saw when they were doing the refurbishments. But besides that, that's kind of just an overview of the whole area. You guys can kind of see like it's just a lot more open now. Instead of like lots of little sections, it's just like one bigger section. It's more cohesive and more like able to see everything, I think. It's kind of nice. We've still got exit through the Lego store. However, saying that, just as I kind of make my way into the Lego store, which is a no entry back from point, I think that's where we're going to have to leave it for today. If you guys have liked me seeing, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell, get notified next time I upload. Also, bottom of the screen like always are my socials, but I guess that's a wrap. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.